Paddy, thank you so much for being with Rádio Comercial. We are at the last day of Web Summit. I want to ask you what went well and what you think can improve for the next edition.
We never think that the event is perfect. We're always looking for the 1,000 things that we can improve. And for us, the question is, what can we make better? And I'm looking forward to making lots of things better.
Was Lisbon a good choice?
It was an amazing choice. It was the best choice you could possibly make. And when you ask a lot of the journalists and the entrepreneurs that have been to Web Summit a number of times, Robert Scoble, the most influential technology blogger or journalist in the world, he wrote a post on Facebook yesterday saying this was the best conference in the world, period. The decision was the best decision. Everybody doubted at the time, why Lisbon? What is Lisbon? Most Americans didn't know about Lisbon. A lot of Europeans were like, oh, Lisbon, why Lisbon? And now they've all come and they've seen why we made the decision, and it was the correct decision.
Did you have any feedback about the investors? Any numbers about people who invested in Portuguese startups?
The investment side is very important, undoubtedly, and what the Prime Minister announced over Web Summit, the new fund for Portugal, is fantastic. But I also think the fact that bringing 2,000 journalists from around the world to Portugal for the first time, they are telling the stories of Portuguese startups. There's always been good tech companies from Portugal, but I don't think the world realised that, and now they really realise that.
Did you have the chance to enjoy the night summits and the sunset parties?
There's just so many people. There's just so many people, and meeting people from all over the world, from Japan, from China, from Brazil, of course, from Russia, from America, all just out on the streets of Lisbon having a good time. And I think the city is just perfect for meeting people. Everybody's walking around, the weather is perfect. You're allowed to drink on the streets, which you're not allowed to do in almost all of the European countries. So it creates a very special environment. And it's in those environments that the types of relationships that lead to investment and long-term business ultimately get built.
Did you feel like a rock star when you get into the stage? I mean, there's that music, the lights.
The opening night, 15,000 people for a technology conference. It's difficult to describe. The Minister, the Secretary of State for Industry, I call him the Minister for Startups, he came out on stage and he said, it's these tech entrepreneurs are the new rock stars. And I think that's true. The founders of Farfetch and Codesy and Uniplaces, I believe and I hope they're inspiring a generation of young Portuguese people in school and in college to believe that they can build companies that can, take on the world. And even if they just persuade 10 more people, I think that's a great victory.
Comercial.